Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my channel. Here is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. The new infrastructure deal could give the American people recurring monthly stimulus payments. President Joe Biden is trying to garner more support for his massive infrastructure package. This coming Friday night, everyone, I will be announcing more winners of my $75 Amazon gift card giveaway. Please enter the giveaway. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and please remember to leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. President Joe Biden will look to sell voters on the economic benefits of the $973 billion infrastructure package. While in Wisconsin on Tuesday, President Joe Biden will look to sell voters on the economic benefits of the $973 billion infrastructure package, hoping to boost a bipartisan agreement that is held together in large part by the promises of millions of new jobs. President Biden will then travel to La Crosse, which has a population of 52,000, and tour its public transit center, followed by a speech about the infrastructure package announced last week. Joe Biden presented his message to Democratic donors that the agreement was a way for the United States to assert the principles of democracy and the economic might that can come from dramatic investments in the country's economic future. President Biden stated, "This infrastructure bill signals to the world that we can function and we can deliver. We can do significant things, show that America is back." White House officials issued a memo that highlights how the largest investment in transportation, water systems, and services in nearly a century would boost growth. The memo had noted that the total package is 4 times the size of the infrastructure investment made a dozen years ago, which was in response to the Great Recession. It also emphasizes an analysis suggesting that 90% of the jobs generated by the spending could go to workers without college degrees, a key shift as a majority of net job gains before the crisis went to college graduates. Potential economic gains were a shared incentive for the group of Democratic and Republican senators who agreed to deal on Thursday. Potential economic gains were a shared incentive for the group of Democratic and Republican senators who agreed to the deal on Thursday. But the process briefly fell into disarray last week, as President Biden suggested the deal would be held up until he also received a separate package for infrastructure, jobs, and education that would be determined solely by Democrats through the budget reconciliation process. But then on Saturday, President Biden said this was not a veto threat, and then by Sunday, the package appeared back on track. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said that President Biden is eager for both bills to be approved by Congress and that the president is going to work his heart out to make it happen. Lawmakers are still asking for additional direct financial relief for those in need, whether through a one-time payment or multiple payments, citing broad support from the public and financial analysts. Others in Washington have argued that stimulus money should be sent out until this crisis is completely over. Since the American Rescue Plan became law in March, the White House has put forward 2 packages, the American Jobs Plan and the American Families Plan. The new scaled-back compromise of the bipartisan infrastructure deal, which the White House announced on June 24th, does not include anything related to human infrastructure. However, many Democrats want the new package to address childcare, improved wages, or job training. Some Democratic members of the House and Senate have thrown their weight behind a 4th stimulus check. In late March, a group of lawmakers had asked Biden to include regular stimulus payments in his next stimulus package. Back on March 17th, several members of the House Ways and Means Committee made a similar request, remarking on increased poverty and spiraling debt among millions of Americans. They noted that most people spent relief checks on monthly expenses or essentials such as food, utilities, rent, and also mortgage payments. Still, as a broader economic stimulus strategy, the Biden administration could put additional cash in the pockets of millions of Americans via the following scenarios. It would be great if the Biden administration makes the child tax credit raise permanent. Money from the expanded child tax credit is set to start in July, with monthly payments to lower income and middle income families with children. In his speech before Congress, President Biden called on the House and Senate to extend the expanded child tax credit until the year 2025. Other aspects of the American Families Plan related to healthcare costs and medical leave also have yet to be negotiated. It would also be great if Congress passes a minimum wage hike. There are some senators that continue to look for ways to boost the federal minimum wage, which stands at $7.25 an hour right now. A few proponents want to set the bar at a $15 hourly wage, and others are looking to only go up to $11 an hour. But in recent years, many states, localities, and other businesses have implemented minimum wage increases above the federal level. Meanwhile, other states have increased their minimum wages. Florida is in the process of gradually going to a $15 per hour minimum wage by the year 2026, after voters approved a ballot measure last November. So everyone, do you think that the federal minimum wage should be increased? And what should it be increased to? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you everyone for watching this video this morning. I hope you found this video helpful. Please enter my $75 Amazon gift card giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, share and like this video, and also remember to comment below. Thank you so much everyone, and have a wonderful and blessed Tuesday.
Relief and assistance to everyday Americans who are struggling. We've been focused on strengthening the economy and creating prosperity and opportunity in every single zip code. And of course, we've been focused on defending our democracy, particularly in the aftermath of the January 6th violent insurrection. This week, we'll be leaning into several of those areas, including our effort to strengthen the economy by passing the Invest in America Act, led, of course, by Chairman Peter DeFazio of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, as well as Frank Pallone of the Energy and Commerce Committee, reauthorize our investment in surface transportation, as well as begin to move in the direction of green, sustainable, and resilient investments for the 21st century economy. We also, of course, will move tomorrow to authorize the Select Committee with respect to investigating the January 6th violent insurrection and attack on the Capitol, incited by the former twice impeached President of the United States of America and continuously encouraged by several members of the radical Republican House Conference. We hope to be able to get to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth with respect to the events of January 6th, what happened that fateful day, why it happened, and how do we prevent that type of violent assault on the Capitol, the Congress, and the Constitution from ever happening again. It's now my honor to yield to the distinguished Vice Chair of the House Democratic, checking to make sure y'all were paying attention, House Democratic Conference Caucus, Pete Aguilar.